the Army, the Navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war.
GA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off of play action, here's Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Samuel, a gain of 12. And a 49er first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. On first down, it's Paul, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he powers his way up past the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Lock going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down now, it's Paul. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll try the left side. Paul, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lock. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Lock. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams, nothing.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Lock. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Rams 3. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check 24.
Block working out of the gun. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for an LA Rams.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give right side. It's Paul. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Here's Locke to throw. And this one's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4.
Niners 14, Rams 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It returns it right back to Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams' 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And a 49er first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On 1st down, Lance.
Touchdown! Caden Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Niners 21, Rams 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
23-yard line.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm not ready. 57's the mic, watch 57. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
Throwing now is Locke. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Paul. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
57 Mike, 57 Mike. Hey, get away with it. Check 52. Rush in.
Now Locke.
Rush in.
Over the middle to Smith. Touchdown, L.A. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4.
Rams 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Now a play fake. Lance. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Shot before half for Lance. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Block now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch that, hey, watch the ball. 49, check 49, check 49.
Here's Locke. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Paul. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, LA! Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Rams 24, 49ers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On first down, Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They faked the handoff. Now Lance. This one caught by Kittle.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mack. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard.
Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Rams 24.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Locke off a play action. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check the backer.
Shotgun snap to Locke. It's caught. Beckham unable to corral him. He fights through, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Paul, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
On the pickup in 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They look to throw. It's Locke. Paul bringing it in. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From midfield, here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. On play action, Lance.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Zaven Collins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining. here in this fourth quarter. Now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. After the turnover, here's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
30.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
From the 27th, Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
Got his target, Samuel, and he goes out. Right around the 39.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, 49ers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Here's Lance.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
42, Rams 30.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Locke to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Corey Willis.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Niners 49, Rams 30.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Locke going to throw. And this is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, switch gears. Check 50, check 50. Joker.
Throwing now is Locke. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
4 down, 4 down. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on, baby.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
Now Locke. Looking here for Smith downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check, 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 check.
Now Locke, got to have this one. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,